Welcome
back
to the Rad Bad
Sad Show.
Sad Show. Here we are again.
Yeah,
The Rad Bad Sad Show. Tearing
sad,
apart,
bad, and rad.
tearing about, tearing apart, tearing about, talking about
tearing through the world, rating buildings.
the world of architecture. So
we clarify what every building is. Finally, once and for all.
We are cracking the code of the message of the building that you always wanted to know.
Yeah, you look up at that building and you're like, what was that architect thinking?
What the hell is going
And
on
we
there?
know.
So, here we go, a little mind meld for you. Today we were talking about Le Corbusier, the Hotel Corbusier, which originally is in Marseille, France.
Yes.
It's a very famous building.
Very famous building.
And
Architects love this building.
We are somewhat aware of the building, as a lot of these buildings,
Yeah.
but we're going to act like we don't know. We're just going to give it a full-fledged sort of impression. So,
Yeah, this thing is.
To me, looks like a sort of like, it looks like a kindergarten penitentiary. Like if you.
That's pretty good.
Like the really.
It's like everybody gets kind of a nice color on the wall, but they're not leaving.
This is like in the future, and unless I'm unfortunate to say probably in the near future, when they figured out if you're going to be a serial killer or like a criminal, like
into your brain,
they know at birth. Like they check your DNA. Like they just gonna go ahead and throw you in the penitentiary.
Yeah.
This is the kiddie square penitentiary.
At least you'd have a view, right?
And you got some color coding, you know.
Did you get to choose the color?
Maybe. Depends.
Yeah.
But it's fun. It's a speckle of
No, the color is
pattern
fun.
and color.
It does look kind of like little kid-like. It sort of adds this strange like little kid preschool building thing.
It looks like a kid got the directions to build a Lego ship, but didn't really follow the directions. He just did a Lego square and then stuck the chimneys on top. Things,
it's getting kind of a little wild and crazy up top. You can kind of see that it's like, that is not a straight angle.
It's a reductive child version of like a Lego sort of like ocean liner.
Yeah, it's fair, but it's almost. I feel like it's like an ocean liner that somehow just drives along the earth.
Oh yeah,
almost like it's pushing through the soil.
Land
it
boat.
it's going very slow, but it is making progress.
Yeah, the land boat.
And this sort of like it's facing here, and this sort of this face. It has like that's the front.
Right.
You can, and even that weird little like curtain thing down at the end that somehow conveys the back.
The back. Convey the back. That's like a sort of like, I love that idea of like sort of like using that in like a rap song instead of like talking about women's butts. You're like, convey the back. Turn around, baby, and convey the back. So
that's our next project.
Yeah, hip hop.
Intellectual hip hop. High academic hip hop.
Yeah, architecture hip hop.
Convey the front.
You know what else? This would be a great like sort of like a massive billboard for United Colors of Benetton.
Yeah.
It looks like I
think that's where they got the idea.
A swath of different flags that have all been like quilted together into this huge pattern.
Everyone is welcome. Yeah.
Yeah.
Even though, and also it's like this kind of fair thing where each part is the same size.
It should be the United Nations building. Like this
is just like everyone gets the same amount of space.
Yeah.
Except whoever gets that big curtain.
Oh, that big strip. Yeah, in the middle.
And it looks almost like a curtain.
It does, yeah.
Now, you know what? I think that might be the front. It looks like a mouth, right? It looks like it's like waka, 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 waka.
Yeah, you remember like in old like computer monitors or TVs, like there would be like a whole like a section of like pixels that just died on you. It's like the screen of like this is a really rough like 300 pixel TV screen.
That part of the building is still loading.
That part, exactly. Corbu got drunk and passed out in that part, and then woke up and was like, it's perfection.
He's like, oh, good. It's like,
just leave it.
Yeah, it's like that Gaudi church that like never gets finished. It's like we never know what was going to happen right there.
Yeah. or it helps you appreciate the difference between black and white versus the color. Sort of like you get that contrast of like, this is what the building would have looked like before color.
Yeah, before the 5-year-olds showed up.
Before color, yeah. And then, yeah.
Yeah.
Before the 5-year-olds.
Who knows? What would that building look like? I feel like the color just adds so much life, especially with this like gorgeous blue sky in the background.
Yeah.
It's fun. It does have a pixel feeling. But it's very sort of stripy, like almost like flashy, like blinking and stuff like that.
Yeah. So what do we think about the sort of the towers up top? That almost
They're
like,
fun.
I mean, they're fun, but it's almost like it's a foil to disguise the fact that they're being used to like for lookout. They're like they have some kind of devious intention of like guys up there with like sharpshooters
with like
walking around, you know.
Yeah.
But they're in this really beautiful curvy looking vase kind of form. So it's, you know, whatever happened up there must be innocent and sweet and fun.
Yeah, it's a total contrast to what's down below. It's almost like you're free up there. When you leave your cell, you have many options up there. You can go nuts. You can run around, get naked, or whatever you need to do before you go back into your cell.
Well, it's amazing how many times you and I talk about how buildings we refer buildings to like the mullet or the party, business in the front, party on top. You know, like Corbusier he's the quintessential mullet designer.
But this is almost like, what is that guy's name? Alfalfa?
Alfalfa, yeah.
Yeah, it's almost like
he's a double alfalfa.
One hair here and then this one hair
So
here.
the double entendre is the double alfalfa. I like it.
But how is this the party in the back? Or is
he's business because the whole top or the bottom is just like really gridded and tight, and even though there's variation in the sort of in the apertures, this sort of it's this tight sort of block, sort of brutalist, colorful, and then up on top there's these squiggly little sort of playful figural things on top. You know, it's like that's the Corbusier signature, right? He likes to party on top. Down below,
I always think of the haircut when
keep it together.
The monks get where they kind of have a bowl cut, but then it's cut, and then they have a bald spot on the top, but then it's like there's a few little sculptures up there.
Yeah. I gotta leave it open for the light of God to come through.
Is that maybe the point? Maybe that's what he's doing.
These are God radio towers.
Exactly. It's like the pyramids were for the aliens, and this is for God.
I think they're just looking for children. They're
scanning for the criminal children.
It's like that eye.
There's one
in Lord of the Rings that just scans for the Eye of Mordor or whatever.
Yeah,
they're just scanning for
or the
children.
eye on the top of the pyramid on the back of the dollar bill.
Oh yeah, nice.
I'm getting deep.
Well, you can't see in this building, but I guess we shouldn't talk about what you can't see. But the bottom is actually interesting because it's raised up on these like.
Oh yeah, it's like a dog leg.
These legs, yeah.
Yeah. No, because that's angled too. So it's really got this sort of like, it's interesting down below and interesting on top. And so it really has this weird chunk, like it's like a building that could walk away or something.
It's a beautiful woman. It's a goddamn good looking man.
It's a beautiful thing. This building's a beautiful thing. Beautiful.
Yeah, I like that. So it almost looks like a cascade of.
It has a lot of motion. I mean, the motion is, but yeah, it's almost like there's a waterfall.
Like a waterfall effect, yeah. This cascading water. It almost looks like those cheap sort of like water features they put into like an office.
Or those things that are like the big light and it says like Budweiser and it looks like the water is falling.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Remember that you go to an old Chinese restaurants and they would have those like landscape scenes where some of the river would be.
Yes, exactly.
Everything else would be static, you know.
Yeah. Oh man, that's a good idea. Yeah, this takes on this geometry. It sort of loses touch with that really typical like lots of perfectly straight lines. There's definitely a playfulness to it.
This could also be like the 300 days of Christmas. You know those calendars where you open up every day, you open up a little thing.
Every day you see another 5-year-old that's going to be in prison his whole life.
You get a little chocolate in every little box. Yeah, there should be a little
Advent. This would make a good Advent calendar for architects. Yeah, Advent. I used to love those.
It could be a whole year.
It was just a little thing.
A 365, you know, every day that you open up a little inspiration in there, like a little fortune or like a little.
Yeah, that's how you could get through. Or those things that give you like a weird fortune every day, or like how to inspire you, how to get through the day.
Or the meal of the future, which will just be a pill. It's like a pill box.
There you go. It's like a big pill box. Yes.
Well, this building's got so much potential.
It does.
I mean,
and
really
it's huge.
I see why they keep it around.
Yeah.
It's reinvented itself, obviously. Apparently now it's a hotel. It used to be like a sort of a low-income housing.
Yeah, I think it was apartments before.
Now socialized
it's a hotel.
housing project. Yeah.
Yeah,
This is definitely
I'd
one of
stay
the
there.
most interesting ghettos I've ever seen.
Yeah, I think even there's a pool on top, or like a little wading pool or something like that.
Wading pool.
Huh.
All right. Should we drop the rating?
Yeah, I think we have to do
What are
it.
you gonna do? What are you gonna do, Ben?
Oh man.
Ding dong,
Rad,
ding dong,
bad,
ding
or
dong,
sad?
ding 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 ding.
I think I'm gonna say rad.
He's gonna go rad. You're gonna go upper echelon.
I am. I'm gonna go rad just because like the
You're trying to get a
color
discount.
and the playfulness is like he's taken this realm of architecture to somewhere that I don't think it's ever gone before.
Nice. Okay. Well, he's famous for a reason, I guess. I am gonna be a little bit curmudgeonly and say sad.
All right.
Yeah,
Fair enough.
I think it's fun, but it doesn't quite get my motor running completely.
Yeah. It is kind of on the border, I think.
Maybe it's
I would
just
say
too
between rad and
brutalist
sad.
for my book at the end of the day.
It's a little fierce.
It's-
He needs a little bit of the more stuff that's on the top
Yeah.
and the bottom.
Yeah, you could hurt yourself on this thing.
I'm sure people have.
If it had some more padding on it, if it was a little more childproof, then I think more,
if it wasn't just the color that made it childproof.
yeah, more childproof and less child penitentiary, then I think of. All right, we got a rad and we got a sad. That's the episode. Please subscribe.
Yeah, thank you very much. Any buildings you have that you want to send us,
Comment section.
we'll rate them.
Put it in the comments.
Rate them up.
Sure.
All right. Thanks
See you guys.
again.